Alright, so this is my Tempest Rush budget guide. Uh, the set is about 30 million. I want to log out to show you the prices. So this is the recent purchases, and I made an Excel sheet that shows exactly how much I paid for each piece. So my budget was 30 million. I had like 5.2 remaining, I think. Yeah. And that can be used for gems, but I didn't use it for gems, so it's kind of like a 25 million set. And over here is just how I mapped out my resistances. I was aiming for above 400, around 450 resist, which I ended up hitting. So as you can see, you aim for double resists on shoulders and bracers because those are the pieces that are easiest to get it. And I want to go over the gear real quick. So at a 25 million budget, you're going to want to use 5 million on your Scorn. And this was the best I could get today for 5 million. It was a pretty decent deal. And for these two pieces are also going to be very expensive. As you can see, the helm cost me about 2.5 and the SOJ cost me 2. And yeah, I got a really good deal on this because it was only 5% holy damage but 26% elite damage with this spirit regen, which is a really good deal. And for helms, typically you won't be able to get a really cheap one with above 2 spirit regen, so I just went for 1.9 and made up for it by getting a little extra on the ring over here. So on this, I was lucky enough to get bonus armor. You can typically find a bonus armor in his radiance for pretty cheap when you search for the helms, but it's not really necessary. For your shoulders, get your standard dex fight. Strength is a bonus, and then get double resist. Same with your bracers. You probably won't be able to find too great of stats with double resist, but get as high as you can. Preferably razor spikes because they have high armor values. For your boots, you're going to want Zuni boots as they give you the highest DPS boost. And if you wanted to use Nats boots, then you have to use Nats ring, which isn't really that good because it has attack speed on it, and you're not really looking to get attack speed. And Zuni boots are actually really cheap. As you can see over here, I only paid 200k for my Zuni boots. And it has like 48 resistances with like Dex and Vite, which is really nice. So for you're going to go for 4-piece Innas as well. Get lightning resist on these two pieces or these two pieces. Preferably these two, and then you can just get like the highest Vite you can afford in his chest. And I got armor for free on this. It isn't too much armor, which is why it was free, but every little bit helps. For your ring, don't go for critical hit damage, because as you can see, your critical hit chance is going to be really low. So you're better off getting high average damage with some life percent or Vite and Dex. And Dex is, you don't even need that. You just need the HP off this ring and crit chance and average damage. And for your amulet, this is just your standard amulet with your one with everything resist, critical hit chance, and critical hit damage, and above 100 dex. You could have also opted for high average damage and some Vite instead, but it's up to you how you go. I didn't really spend too much time on this and just bought it out because it was a pretty good deal. For your gloves, you definitely want Vite on it and above 100 dex. I typically look for my target resist or armor because you want as much defense as possible because you're going to be tanking hits in between your slow attacks. So you want to have as high mitigation in HP as possible. I only had 35 HP, and you're probably going to want a gem for Vite to make up for my Paragon 100. So well, let's take a look at how this set performed. Actually, no, I'm going to go over the spec first. Oh yeah, and make sure to use Templar. So for your spec, you're going to want to use Quickening, Tempest Rush. This is optional, but I really like it for mobility. Strong Spirit, Empowered Wave, Sweeping Winds, Inner Storm, Overawe, and these are your 3 passives. You can actually switch this out with something else if you don't care about the extra spirit, but I actually like the spirit regen and extra spirit. You could use like STI or something if you're not comfortable. So let's give it a run on MP6. See what happens. Let's do the hard map. See how it goes. Alright. So basically, how this build works is exploding palm, and then click your skill. Exploding palm, use your skill. Two exploding palms. Bam. Two exploding palms, and then use it. Two exploding palms, and then attack. Two exploding palms, and then attack. Two exploding palms, and attack. It's pretty simple. Let's go find a pack. This isn't good because it's reflect damage and health link. I don't know if I have enough sustain, but I think I'm good. Yeah, that wasn't bad. Health link and reflect damage really hurts in this build because your health pool isn't going to be that great, and your bells hit really hard, so the reflect hurts. So yeah, looks like this MP is pretty easy. So yeah, this should be the comfortable MP you're farming at. In order to move up an MP, you're going to want some more resistances and whatnot. Like, you're probably going to want at least 40k health with this mitigation level in order to move up an MP. So the future goals to upgrade in this set are eventually you're going to want to drop one with everything, because one with everything is a very weak passive since it forces you to itemize a certain way, and it's not really good because with this build you're going to want these two skills. So you want to chains out with one with everything to STI to gain additional resist without dropping this resist. So like you gain so much more defenses by dropping one with everything than you do having one with everything. One with everything is just a budget thing. So yeah, uh, good luck, and I'm going to be giving this set away. So stay tuned as this is streamed to see if he gives it away.